And we are going to begin right now with breaking news. We have been following all day long the search for a stabbing suspect, a sailor who stabbed another sailor earlier this morning at Naval Medical Center, Portsmouth. That stabbing suspect has just been arrested at 26th and Pacific, all the way at the ocean front. We do have Chopper 10 live at the ocean front right now, scanning the area to get the best view we can of the situation that's happening there. Right now, we're going to go to our Andy Fox, who is outside of Naval Medical Center, Portsmouth, where this all started around 8:30 this morning. And in fact, there are still people there who have not been able to leave the base all day long because of this. Andy?
Well, Stephanie, you can see behind me, the gridlock behind me here. We've got the Portsmouth Police. We started realizing that something was up about 30 minutes ago when police started leaving. And then I got a tip from a source that this might be going down. We then started to confirm exactly what the information was, and indeed we can now report that Wilbur Garrett Harwell is now in custody far away from Portsmouth over in the 26th and Pacific or 26th and Atlantic area. Now, we first got word that he may have already left the Portsmouth area and left the base here from Portsmouth Police Chief Ed Hargis, when he said in his news conference, we are looking in Portsmouth, but we are looking at areas outside of Portsmouth as well, leading us to believe that the investigation was indeed not just taking place here in Portsmouth. But as you can see, this has been an all-day event. We got police leaving. There have been many police, about 5 or 6 different organizations involved here. You are now looking at Chopper 10 high above Atlantic and 26th. Pacific and 26th, that little area in there, that is where the suspect, Wilbur Garrett Harwell, was indeed picked up. And of course, these guys have had a long day as well, and it was really a team effort. We, of course, had Portsmouth Police Department, Chesapeake Police Department, NCIS. We have federal agents here as well, NCIS, Department of Homeland Security. You can see the water out there. The Coast Guard was working it, and also Virginia State Police. But right now we have federal agents here. We have the Portsmouth Police now leaving, and everyone is realizing, as we are reporting it, that indeed the suspect is in custody. Guys?
All right, Andy, hold on just one second. I do want to talk to you, but first I wanted to see if we could get a picture up right now of that suspect who is now in custody. We have it. He's 26-year-old Wilbur Harwell. There he is. He is an active duty Navy sailor. That's the man they've just captured there at the oceanfront. Andy, you have been out there on the scene since this all started, just right before 9 o'clock this morning. So, of course, the question that comes to mind here is how did Harwell get off of the installation when they locked it down so quickly? Give us an idea of what the security was like when you arrived on the scene just minutes after this.
Well, there was a lot of security. And let me just show you, Stephanie, that's a really good question. We're gonna pan over here to this fire truck. That is the exchange. That's where the attack took place. So here's the situation. There is a vicious attack. There is the victim who was stabbed repeatedly in the neck and in the chest. He remains in critical condition. We are being told that he is indeed out of surgery, but over there, that is where the attack first took place. And then what we're saying is, and of course, law enforcement, they're going to have the people that they're talking to and everything, but it does raise the question how he was able to get, the suspect was able to get, Wilbur Harwell was able to get off the base and was able to get away from Portsmouth and was able to get through the downtown or midtown tunnel, and he was able to get all the way out to the ocean front and has really been on the loose all day because this was a very quick response. They had just practiced it yesterday, and so that is a very legitimate question that needs to be part of the investigation. And I am sure that investigators are finding people who say, yeah, I saw him going over here.
Thanks for coming out.
Okay, guys, good job. You hear that? Great job. These guys did a great job down here, and they are now going home. Also, that we just listed all the law enforcement that's been involved in this. But, Stephanie, that's basically it. That is going to be a big part of the investigation.
Absolutely, Andy, and we're still seeing the lines of cars out there. I actually have a source inside, too, that was inside the hospital all day long. She said she'd been sitting in that parking garage, at least for the last half hour. They hadn't even moved. Are you seeing the folks that are coming out? Are they stopping to talk to you at all? I know they want to get out as soon as they can. It's been, I mean, 8 hours.
Well, I have. Do you all want to say anything? Thanks a lot. Justice prevailed. That's all I can say. Good job. Good job over there. Justice prevailed. That's all I can say. Unfortunately, I'm on top of this live truck right now, but that is one of the investigators here. That is what he had to say.
All right, thank you, Andy. I do know that that source that I had from inside the hospital today, she did tell me that they did a wonderful job of getting people the information they needed right away, because they were inside the hospital when the code white, is what they called it, went out, and the folks in the hospital, patients or visitors, had no idea what that meant. She said a commander came in right away, took them to another part of the hospital, into a conference room where you actually needed special security badges to get in there. They explained everything that was going on, had them all turn off their cell phones. They turned out the lights and locked them inside of that room. That is where they spent most of the day, was locked up in the hospital in dim lighting with no cell phones on. So this has been a very long day for a lot of people. And again, Chopper 10 is up on the scene above in Virginia Beach, and as soon as we get any new information or we get that picture of the suspect, we'll of course bring it to you right away.